Waking up at 5 a.m. is such a widespread piece of advice that for many it has become almost a sacred rule for those looking to boost their productivity and achieve success. Digital influencers, renowned entrepreneurs, and personal development gurus emphasize that the secret to mastering the day lies in rising early, often even before the sun comes up. However, what few people question is, does it really make sense to open your eyes at 5 a.m. if your mind is still asleep? If your body is active, but your mind only starts to function fully hours later, is all this effort worth it? The truth lies in the balance between physical and mental awakening. It's easy to confuse being awake with being truly alert. Often, we open our eyes but remain in a hazy, disconnected state, almost like we're living on autopilot. In this condition, thoughts are scattered, anxiety can take over, concentration disappears, and motivation seems distant. This semi-awake mental state can turn precious hours into wasted time, dragging the day into a slow and unproductive rhythm. Waking up early carries powerful symbolism. It represents discipline, control, and the promise of making the most of the so-called golden hours of the day, those times when the mind would be more creative and productive. For some people, this is a reality where waking up before the sun truly coincides with peaks of energy and concentration, making the practice extremely beneficial. But this rule is not universal. Forcing the body to wake up before its natural rhythm, without proper preparation, can cause more harm than good. It's like trying to accelerate a car with a cold engine. It may start, but it won't perform optimally. The mind, like the body, needs time to warm up, adjust, and prepare for daily demands. Awakening the mind means being alert, conscious, motivated, and focused on what truly matters. It's not just about being physically present, but being mentally engaged with your priorities. This includes the ability to manage emotions, regulate thoughts, and maintain the discipline needed to act, even in the face of distractions and challenges. Unfortunately, many people remain stuck in an automated mental state, dominated by scattered worries, which drains energy and diminishes productivity. Being physically awake but lacking mental alertness means wasting valuable hours, even while being active. More than the time you wake up, what matters is the ritual you create to connect body and mind. Ideally, you should build a morning routine that allows for a gradual transition from sleep to a fully awake state. This might include practices like meditation, mindful breathing, stretching, a light and nutritious breakfast, or even a moment of reading that gently stimulates the mind. The essential thing is to respect your biological rhythm and allow your mind to truly awaken, rather than just forcing your body out of bed. Another crucial point is to understand that productivity is not synonymous with working more hours, but rather with working with quality. A mind that is well rested and awakened with care and intention can produce much more effective results in less time. Therefore, it's crucial to invest in self-knowledge, to identify your optimal times for mental and physical functioning, adapting your routine to what truly makes sense for you, rather than simply following ready-made formulas. In the end, waking up early can be a powerful tool if paired with conscious mental awakening. Otherwise, it's just a wasted expenditure of energy and time. Wake up when your body tells you to, but ensure that your mind is ready to shine alongside. Only then can you transform the early hours of the day into moments of true growth, productivity, and well-being. Another fundamental factor for the mind to awaken fully is mental health. Often, mental fatigue is not a consequence of a lack of discipline or the time we wake up, but rather of unresolved emotional issues such as anxiety, stress, and even depression. These states directly impact one's ability to concentrate, clarity, and readiness for daily activities. Consequently, before trying to transform your routine merely by adjusting your wake-up time, it is essential to invest in practices that promote emotional balance and psychological well-being, such as ensuring quality sleep, meditation, regular physical exercise, and specific moments for mental rest. For genuine mental awakening to occur, it is necessary to create rituals that guide the brain to gradually and positively come out of a state of lethargy. For example, avoiding the use of a phone right upon waking helps prevent anxious thoughts and negative information from taking over your day before it even begins. Instead, reserving a few minutes to stretch, practice mindful breathing, or simply reflect on what you'd like to achieve throughout the day can be extremely effective in activating the mind. Furthermore, eating healthily and staying hydrated are essential steps to ensuring that your body and brain have the necessary fuel to operate with energy and focus throughout the day. What many people forget is that productivity is not directly related to the number of hours spent awake, but rather to the quality of the time dedicated to tasks. You may be awake for 12 hours and feel unproductive, while someone who is only awake for 4 hours may, with total focus, finish the day feeling accomplished. The secret, then, is to respect your body's and mind's rhythms, finding the best way to synchronize them without forcing a pattern that does not align with your individual needs. This process requires self-knowledge. Knowing your moments of greatest alertness, creativity, and focus allows you to organize your routine more intelligently and efficiently. It also helps identify patterns that dull your mind, such as procrastination, fear of failure, and a lack of clear purpose. Self-knowledge is a powerful tool for aligning your daily habits with your goals, avoiding the waste of mental and emotional energy. Additionally, it's important to recognize that your surrounding environment significantly influences your mental state. Organized, clean, and naturally lit spaces stimulate the mind and facilitate focus. Small adjustments, such as keeping your workspace tidy, having plants, or ensuring good air circulation, can make a considerable difference in your level of alertness and motivation. Another essential point for the full awakening of the mind is the practice of gratitude and positive thinking. Starting the day by acknowledging positive aspects of life, even if small, helps create a mental state conducive to tackling challenges and discovering creative solutions. Practicing gratitude also reduces the impact of stress and anxiety, which are significant enemies of focus and productivity. It's important to remember that the awakening of the mind is not an instantaneous event, but a process that must be cultivated daily with patience and dedication. It's not about being perfect or following rigid rules, but about building small habits that enhance mental clarity and focus. As you work to align body and mind, you'll notice that even if you don't wake up at 5 a.m., you can be more productive and feel better throughout the day because your mind will be present, active, and balanced. This is the true awakening of a conscious state of attention that allows you to make the most of every moment. Before pressuring yourself to wake up earlier, reflect, is my mind prepared for the day? What habits do I need to create so that it awakens along with my body? True change begins with inner awakening, not merely the simple act of opening your eyes. Waking up early is just one part of the equation. The more important aspect is truly being awake inside. In the end, the time you have is valuable, but what you do with it depends on the quality of your mental state. Take care of your mind with the same priority as you do your body. When both are synchronized, success will not be a pursuit, but a natural consequence of your full presence and focus.